So we've made it to the beginning of the waterfall after a bumpy Jeep ride. And it appears people are swimming over here. Buenos días. So that was a pretty cool waterfall, but it wasn't much of an adventure given that I took a Jeep up here and I gave my seat to a woman and her daughter. So I was standing on the back of the Jeep holding on for dear life for a lot of the ride there. And I noticed that the ride here was really the main attraction, it seems. Noticed that it was super beautiful, so I'm going to walk back to the town of Chapeton from the waterfall here, and we should get some pretty amazing sights. Buenos días. Yes. Even though I've spent the majority of my time this go around in Colombia in cities, mostly for the convenience of it, it's these mountainous rural areas that I've enjoyed the most. The higher you go, the friendlier the people are, and the better the views. But gotta come down at some point. And that is what we are doing, heading down to the town of Chapeton. Chapeton is considered the gateway to the Combeima Canyon, and is perhaps the only neighborhood in Ibagué that is located in a rural area. It was founded more than 65 years ago as a result of the construction of a factory, and today its inhabitants continue to work together for the growth and development of the community. In 1954, the land that today makes up the Chapeton neighborhood belonged to a large farm that little by little was divided into lots to be sold to the workers who worked in a well-known brewery. Chapeton was initially called the Purina neighborhood because the first houses were built in bamboo and were lined with Purina animal feed packaging. After a few years, the owners of the properties made adjustments until their homes were made of more suitable materials. The construction of the Bavaria Brewing Factory took place between 1943 and 1949, and operated for 19 years, when an economic and managerial crisis forced it to close. Then after the eruption of the Nevado del Ruiz volcano in 1985, which killed 25,000 people in the neighboring town of Armero, the Congress of the Republic created a law with the aim of granting tax incentives to companies that decided to establish themselves in the region, and contributed through their operations to the economic reactivation of Tolima, Caldas, and Risaralda. The old brewery and other facilities were occupied by other industries, such as the Tolima Textile Factory, the packaging producer Tolibolsa, Fruver S.A., dedicated to the production, processing, and marketing of foods, Plastitol, maker of plastic products, and Profilacticos, which manufactured various plastic items such as lids, plugs, handles, and sample containers for laboratory tests. All these companies contributed to the growth and economic development of Chapeton and of Ibagué as a whole, and generated employment for a period of almost 20 years. However, factors such as the economic opening, the growth of imports, the decrease in cultivation of cotton, Chinese competition, the increase in smuggling, and the increase in costs of raw materials forced the definitive closure of the companies, and with this generated a loss of hundreds of jobs. After this, the complex of huge warehouses remained unoccupied for 10 years, until 2018, when a private company from the department began to manage the property, which after various adaptations was reopened as a renovated business park. There are restaurants, shops, a clothing store, a Justo y Bueno store, a Gana Gana store, and meat outlets directly from the slaughter plant. On weekends, trade in the area is boosted thanks to the visit of tourists, so restaurant owners increase the installed capacity of their businesses. Chapeton is the first settlement you encounter in the Combeima Canyon, and it is definitely a beautiful area to visit, but I highly encourage to see more of the towns further up the canyon. I have videos of these places on this very same YouTube channel, Hum of the Earth. You can find all those videos, including more videos of this part of Colombia, in the playlist that is linked in the description below this video. And in that description, you can also find a link to another playlist that I made of the first time that I traveled through Colombia. This was on a bicycle, part of a larger trip bicycling through Latin America. And I have playlists for all those countries that I bicycled through Latin America, Eastern Africa, Central and Eastern Europe, etc., all available on this very same YouTube channel, Hum of the Earth. Alternatively, if you'd like to see an interactive map of everywhere that I went and everything that I got to see and do, I have that map available over at my website, followthehumoftheearth.com. where you can click on the different locations on the map and see the various videos and blog posts that I made of these places. And if you'd like to follow my continuing adventures through Colombia and beyond, you can do so by clicking on the red subscribe button below the video and clicking on the bell to be notified when new videos come out. Alright, so that's going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one.